peace and love, peace and love. Great day, y'all. It's the Queen Sippy coming up here to holler at the Kendrick tribe. Y'all, this is my first time going live on YouTube. I'm excited. I don't know how to act. Stay focused. But anyway, I got a quick message. I'm going to go ahead and get up in here real quick because I got stuff to do. Okay? Listen, somebody need to hear this. I don't know who need to hear this, but listen to me. You've been focusing on the wrong stuff. Okay? You've been giving too much energy to the wrong get down. Okay? Let me tell you something. Go back to when we were kids, right? Remember when we were children and we had a monster in the closet and we would be afraid, we would go to mama and daddy. Oh, mama, daddy, oh, it's a monster in my closet. Oh, I can see it, I can hear it, I can feel it, right? And you scared to go in your room, right? Well, the more you gave that monster attention, the bigger that monster got. I'm going to say it again. The more you gave that monster attention, the bigger the monster got. Okay? That still apply to your everyday life. All right? Let's be honest. The monster only existed in here. Okay? I'm going to say it again. The monster only existed in here. Your mind creates everything and it attracts everything that you need. You are manifesting bigger monsters in your life by focusing on little monsters. A lot of y'all are giving too many demons, too much evil attention. Okay? Listen, let me slow down because I'm excited. But at the end of the day, y'all are giving too much attention where it doesn't require it. Y'all out here upset about all these fake laws that these people are passing. Y'all are out here upset about this political stuff. Y'all are out here upset about all of this, stuff that's taking place to the point that it's taking your actual attention from where it needs to be directed. Moral of the story is stop giving your precious attention to the wrong things. The more you give your attention to nonsense, the bigger the nonsense gets. The more you pay attention to BS, the bigger the BS gets. Okay? You only need to focus on what you can control. Okay? A lot of y'all out here focusing on things that these people are simply using to distract you from what you need to actually be focusing on. Okay? And I'm gonna let y'all fill in the blank and apply this stuff where it needs to go. But a lot of these social media sites are posting things and allowing things in the algorithm to take your attention off of what really needs you. And right now, what really needs your attention is you. What really needs your attention is your children. A lot of times we are out here giving attention to so much social media crap that we ain't paying attention to the kids. The kids out here being so destructive. They out here tearing up stuff. See, your out of mind is a devil's workshop. And a lot of y'all are occupying your mind with the BS. Yes, you are not focusing on the things that you need to focus on, which is why things are going wrong in your life. Okay. A lot of y'all out here focusing on black and white. Oh, black this, black that, white this, black that, Mexican this, Mexican that. It's not a race war. We're not living in a race war anymore. The problem is most of y'all have gotten so far away from God to the point that you done forgot what's real and what ain't. You got to start looking at this type of stuff is that most of your higher ups are not black, white, or green or purple. No, my light just went out. Most of your higher ups are operating in a demonic force. So a lot of y'all need to realize, are you worshiping God? Or are you worshiping the devil? The more you give the devil attention, the bigger he gets. The more you give God attention, the bigger God gets. You need to figure out who and what you're worshiping and what you're serving, because most of y'all are afraid of what the devil doing, and the devil ain't got that power unless you give it to him, right? Devil only is the evil, okay? The more you focus on what's evil being done to you, the bigger the evil gets. The more you focus on the good, the bigger the good get. We're all in a battle of it's basically we're in a good fight of faith. We're all fighting to keep our faith alive, right? You need to get back to your faith, because the more you get into fear, the more things you're going to attract that's going to be you're going to be fearful of. The more you work your mind on crap, the more your mind attracts crap to work on. You get what I'm saying? The more you focus on the things that you can control, the more your mind is at ease. And a lot of us are focusing on things that we can't control. We worrying about all these so-called laws and crap that they so-called passing, all of this banning and all of this type of stuff that's happening right now, right? Let's be real. They can't really change your laws unless you don't show up. They cannot change your laws, we the people, unless you, the people, do not show up. And see, what they're doing is distracting you from actually not showing up to a lot of the things that you need to show up to. So when you don't show up, you actually give them power and the okay to go ahead with these stupid laws that they're quote unquote passing. But really, they can't change nothing without your consent, the people. Somebody needs to start back reading the Constitution. We need to get back into our actual Constitution so that we can exercise our actual constitutional rights, because we, the people, do have constitutional rights, but they are being violated by the evils. Because why? We are focusing on the evils' tactics. Yes, tactics. These people are literally playing in our faces. And because we are so asleep and we are easily distracted, we're focusing on, I just seen 555. Five is change. It is time for us to get back to what makes sense. Get back to the simple things in life. Okay. Like my dad used to say, tell me something good and stick to it. Okay. And these people are not telling you anything good, and they damn sure ain't sticking to it. Okay. At the end of the day, get back to what's real. Stop focusing on this. Oh, ban this, ban that. Oh, boycott this, boycott that. Oh, slavery this, slavery that. You are slaving yourself by focusing on what's not important. Focus on the things that you can control. And sometimes that's just your household. Literally. Yeah. Oh, well, he in the chair. Yeah, he's only in the chair for 4 years. If you start focusing on your chairs at home, clean your own chairs, clean your house, worry about what you can control, paying your bills, going to work, doing what you need to do to make your life keep going, then guess what? You'll look up in them years that flew by and he'll be gone and another idiotic president will be in the chair. Okay? Let them people have that stuff. All right? At the end of the day, the world does not stop going around for one individual. And for some apparent reason, I keep channeling the Wizard of Oz and or the Wiz, right? Remember, they was, Dorothy and them was going crazy trying to figure out how they can get to the Wiz, right? They want to talk to the wizard. They want to get to him and ask him these questions and see if he can give them courage and strength and all of this. The problem was at the end of the movie, they realized that they was giving the devil too much energy. They was giving a man, correction, man, too much energy, too much power, too much access over their life, when really everything that they was going down the yellow brick road for, they already had with that within them. So a lot of y'all are looking to the man for power, for consent, for courage and wisdom and strength and all this stuff when you were born with it for free. And they can't take this stuff away from you. They can only instill fear and darkness inside of you, which distracts you from it. Right? And if I can get your mind off of what matters and get your mind on what doesn't, then I can control everything around you. And see, we don't realize that's what's happening. Get back to humanity. Let these robots be robots. Let these people pollute themselves. Let these people get out there and be foolish by themselves. And you stop joining the foolish fights. You stop watching it. Stop recording it. Stop giving it power. And realize that the devil is beneath you. You step on his head every day. And the less you give it attention, the less powerful it is to you, the less it can control your life. I'm not saying that you should not pay attention to what's happening, but what I'm saying is if you realize it's stupid, that's just like a fight outside. Somebody out there fighting, and you know for a fact that you can't control the fight, and you go out there trying to put your hands in it, what you end up doing is making the fight bigger. But sometimes you just got to let people fight by themselves. Don't even give it no attention. Don't even give it no audience, because when you give evil the audience, the more it wants to entertain. And your world has become a center stage to BS. Okay? I don't know who needed to hear this, but I know for a fact I did. And I'm trying to help us restore faith back into ourselves. Get back to living again. Get back to dancing and singing and communing for real. Okay, we have given this social media stuff entirely too much energy. We have put too much power into this stuff to the point that we don't even know how to live for real no more. Where's the love? That's why my channel is called That's Love, because we got to get back to the love. And where is love? In God. Okay, when you get back to believing that God is real, when you get back to operating in higher forces, higher things, then that's what's going to expand in your life. But y'all too busy out here giving lower vibrational things attention and expecting it not to. Every time you turn around, 1 minute we worried about this, the next minute we got to worry about that. The more we worry, the more we attract things to worry about. When is it going to get back to where life is simple again? I understand that things is changing. I understand that we're in a hardship. It's almost like we're in a Great Depression. And these people are doing everything in their power to keep us depressed, full of anxiety, worry, and stress. But guess what? I'm learning now to stop worrying about the shit that I cannot control. Excuse my French, but don't excuse my French. I'm not finna be out here worrying my little head for stuff that's out of my power. And I'm only gonna focus on the things that I can control. And the things that we can control is our rights. And it's my right to not focus on BS. And I'm not finna get caught up in the white, blacks, the greens, and all of this dumb crap, because it's no longer a race war. It's a war between the devils and the angels. This is called what we, the spiritual folk, call spiritual warfare. And we are in a big fight of spiritual warfare. It ain't about black and white. You are lost if you think so. Okay? Stay focused. Get back to what matters. Get back to living again. Get back to focusing on your dang on children. Because, baby, I just watched some kids out here bullying each other. One boy bagging your son up in the middle of the corner in this apartment complex, beating the mess out of your baby. And instead of people trying to say something and stop them, you got the biggest child out there recording it. And this is where our world has resulted to. Instead of us standing up and saying, hey, stop. Okay, enough is enough. We're done with this BS. Stop giving it attention. You get what I'm saying? But no, we sitting back watching the kids do it. And you hear it. You hear it because it's so loud. You can hear it through your windows. And I know if I hear it, then the other adults hear it. But because we so caught up in social media and what's going on with the presidents and what's going on with the bands and what's going on, what website we're going to be on next, what store we're going to shop at next, to the point that you're losing sight of what really matters. And the children is the new world order, and your kids are getting out of order. And it's time for us to get them back in order. Yeah, they think they run us. But see, guess what? The same thing with the higher ups. They think they run us. Well, every decision that they make, but guess what? The only reason why they're getting away is because we're not making decisions. Confirmation. We're not making the decisions that need to be made. So they are making them for us. Like they say, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. And the same goes for your constitutional rights. We are not using our rights effectively. I'm not saying go out here and try to demand anything. I'm not saying go out here and try to control stuff. I'm not saying try to hoop and holler and argue. No, it's ways to handle things. And a lot of it starts with your faith. A lot of it starts with your prayer. A lot of it starts with you realizing who you've been serving. Have you been serving God or have you been serving the devil? And I already know, baby, listen here. The devil finna be mad about this message, but oh well, he can scratch his butt and get glad, because when you get through with it all, somebody had to say it. Somebody had to say it, and I'm glad that it got to be me. It's time for us to get back to balancing this planet, because, baby, we've been off balance too dang on long. We focusing on all the wrong crap. Oh, well, you know, Rosa Parks now. I get it. But guess what? Even Rosa Parks them sitting back saying, children, what are y'all doing? It ain't even about black and white no more. It's the devil and the angels. That's a battle, a real battle. And I don't know about y'all, but I've been out here fighting to keep my faith strong, because every time I get on social media, it's a push and pull. It's a push and pull. It's a push and pull. I don't know whether to be scared or whether to be at peace. I don't know whether to get some rest or stay up all night. I don't know if I should watch these. I don't know. And that's what they want. They want you in a void, in a state of I don't know. And that's not good, because then at that point, they can control you. Get in a state of knowing. Get your hope back up high. Get your faith back up high. Get back in your belief system. You may not go to church, and that's all right, but you could worship God at home. You could worship God in the store. You can worship God in the car. You can worship God in the bathroom. You can worship God in the kitchen, baby. You can worship God anywhere you go. You ain't got to be nowhere in nobody's building to worship God. Do you understand? We have literally lost sight of God. For real. And we got to get back to it. These people are playing with your mind. They want us all literally mentally ill, just like them. Most of your higher ups are mentally ill. If you watch the movie The Wiz, in The Wiz, when Dorothy and them finally did get to the wizard, they realized it wasn't them but Richard Pryor crazy ass behind the dang on big scene making all this noise with a big microphone. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, get back to what matters. Most of the people that we're giving so much power to ain't but one idiot behind the scene that's making idiot decisions for us, because we are not exercising our constitutional rights. We the people. Go back to your constitution. Learn and study. Because if you don't, we will perish for the lack of knowledge. And a lot of us lack knowledge, which is why we are scaring everybody around us. And all it takes is one fool to make a video to make you scared for everybody to get scared. Now it's spreading like a wildfire. Everybody is in fear right now. And the more we get in fear, the less our world is going round. We ain't worrying about how we gonna eat. We're in a shortage of food right now. Has anybody paid attention to that? We are literally being fed by robots. We are being fed by 3D printers. That ain't real. That's plastic. Okay? We don't realize that the higher ups are the FDAs and all of these type of people. They are giving consent to things that isn't real. You get what I'm saying? And when are we going to stand up as a people and say, hey, we got to get back to farming. We got to get back to eating real food, because a lot of the food is why we are out here easily moved. What you put in your body matters. And a lot of us are filled with so many chemicals and toxins to the point that anything that these people say go, and we believe it. You're easily manipulated when you put all this darkness inside of yourself. Be mindful of the social medias that you're tuning into. Be mindful of the music that you're allowing to get in your spirit. Everybody's so focused on what these artists are doing, but don't realize that these artists are being controlled by the higher ups to manipulate you. Yes, these artists are being controlled in so many aspects. They don't even run their own lives. I don't care how much money you think they got. I don't care how many cars you think they drive. And at the end of the day, they still got to follow what the man say. Okay? Stop giving all of your power to the man, bro. Give your power to the man. Okay? Whether you believe in God or not, I'm going to suggest that you get back to believing in God. A lot of y'all don't think God is real. A lot of y'all children don't even believe in God. And honestly, without God, we wouldn't be. We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have, the world wouldn't go around. Without Mother Earth, the world wouldn't go around. And these people are literally trying to destroy your Mother Earth. You need the earth. But we don't believe that this stuff is real. But we give them so much power to social media, to like it's our God. We give it so much power to a piece of paper like it's our God. And at the end of the day, without that paper, without the social media, what are you left with? You left with your faith, your hope, your heart, your spirit, and your mind. And if your mind is gone batshit crazy, you ain't no good to nobody. You see what I'm saying? And this is what they're doing. They're trying to destroy your mental. If they can get in your mind, then they can get in your spirit. If they can get your belief system on them, then they can get your belief system off God. If they can get you out of love, then you ain't operating God, because God is love. And a lot of y'all don't even know how to love anymore. These people are getting you in more hate than anything. I'm watching the kids out here literally destroy each other. And that's horrible, because when the kids destroy each other, that's honestly, the kids are mimicking us. We destroying each other. Y'all out here watching fights on social media every day, and y'all entertained by this stuff. Y'all want to watch all these shows, these drama-filled shows, and then you want to get out here and actually live this stuff that you see on these shows. Baby, the world has become a copy and paste. Where's the individuality? Where's your personality? You were born with one. Why are you trying to mimic? Why are you trying to mimic the next person? Why are you out here spending your days comparing yourself to the next person? When are you gonna start comparing yourself to you? Yes, I know it's hard. 7, it's hard. It's hard. Listen, baby, you're a part of the kindred tribe. That's why you're here. Okay. You a part of the kindred tribe, baby. Get back to being a kindred spirit. Get back to being at peace in your heart, in your mind, your spirit, in your home. Get back to being that. We are lost, y'all. I'm talking, we have gotten so far out to the point that we don't know how to come back in. Stop giving that monster in your closet too much attention. The more you give that monster in your closet too much attention, the bigger he gets. And I'm going to say it one more time. It's not a race of black and white. We need to stop focusing on, oh, they hate us because we black. No, baby, they hate you because you have God in you. They hate you because you have love in you. They hate you because of your belief system. They hate you because of the hope and the strength that you have. They hate you because the more they try to rip you from God, the more you cling harder. This is why they hate you. They hate you because the more I try to take your money from you, the more I try to slave you, the more I try to starve you, you still believe in God? You still trusting that everything gonna be all right? Who? When I've been trying to tear you apart, I've been trying to rip you to shreds. You still rising from the ashes? I've been trying to burn you down. You still rising from the ashes? I done put you in the projects. You still rising from the ashes? I done lowered your minimum wage to nothing. You still rising from the ashes? I done polluted your hair. You still growing? You done decided to embrace your own. I done raised your prices, and you still believe? This is why they hate you. You are in a battle of devils and the angels. This ain't got nothing to do with color, boo. It's about who you worship. Which side are you on, heaven or hell? We already live in hell, but we have the power to bring heaven on this earth if we believe. And they want to break down your belief system so bad. And one thing I know about people of color, all we have been left with is belief. No matter what the world has done to us, no matter how much they tried to trash us and make us lower than low, we still conquer because of our belief. And if you believe that you will have better days, if you believe that blessings are on the way, if you believe that I can't go up, can't go down no further, I can't do nothing but go up from here. If you believe, it shall be so. If you speak it over your life, it shall be so. If you affirm it, it shall be so. Stop thinking it and believe it. Create it. Your mind can manifest anything you put it to. If you say, well, God, I want to start this project, and you actually keep focusing on that project, and you actually start writing down about the ideas about that project, if you actually start putting forth effort towards that project, then you will manifest that project. Look up the word manifest. Some of y'all don't even know how to manifest, and you need to learn. Sometimes you don't even realize you're manifesting and not even realize you're doing it. You're doing it because of what you're focusing on. It's just like you said, okay, I'm gonna go get that job. And the more you focus on getting that job, 222, baby, listen, focus. Look up them numbers that I'm calling out. The more you focus on getting that job, the more you attract that job. The more you focus on happiness, the more you attract happiness. The more you focus on peace, the more you attract peace. The more you focus on hell, the more you attract hell. The mind is a devil. Idle mind is a devil's workshop, and your mind can be your best friend or your worst enemy. Stop sabotaging yourself by focusing on what does not matter. Okay, only focus on what you can control. Get some sleep. Turn that phone off. Get that phone away from you. Don't even sleep with it beside your bed, because majority of it is literally soaking up what's inside of you. You are the first technology. Get back to being we the people. Stop saying what they doing. Oh, they just passed this law. Did you get up and stand up and fight against what they were passing? Did you get up and say, hey, I don't agree with that? Did you get up and bring your entourage to that? Because see, most of the world has gotten so clicked up. Take your clicks to a lot of these meetings. That's just like PTA meetings at school, right? When we don't show up as parents, then guess what? It gives the higher ups at the school power to make the rules, whether we like it or not. But if you show up to the meetings and you actually stand up and voice your opinion and you exercise your rights, then guess what? They have to take votes on what's right and what's wrong. And see, a lot of us are not, we worried about the presidential votes, but there are other votes that matter. You get what I'm saying? And we have the power to say yay or nay, right? But we have given these people so much power to the point that we feel like we don't have any. And God is standing back like, look at this. It went from the people ruling to now the robots ruling. Now the devils are ruling. When are we going to get back to using our wings and realizing that we don't need these people? We don't need their consent. We don't need their approval. You approve you. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back. You approve you. You approve you. A lot of people look at me dancing around on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and stuff, and they say, well, how's she always dancing around with all this hell going on around here? Because I'm learning to focus on what I can control. I'm not going to stress myself about what I can't, because then I'll be out here losing my little hair all behind crap that ain't got nothing to do with me. Let the devil be the devil and the angels get back to being the angels. Okay? Ain't nobody perfect. But I do know one thing, I'm perfectly imperfect. God created me that way. So I'm going to enjoy being perfectly imperfect. I'm not trying to be like nobody else. I'm not trying to go and worry about what social media is and ain't doing. Because guess what? If the lights was to shut off the day, if the internet was to shut off the day, then guess what I'm left with? Me. All I got left is me. And the only way they can take me away from me is if I give them the power to. Stop letting these people take you away from you. Get back to yourself. Get back to living again. Get back to the simple things in life. Well, seven, I ain't got too much money. Money don't justify your well-being. That's the problem. We have given too much power to the money. You are the currency. Without you, that paper is useless. Without you spending it, without you slaving for it, it's useless. It's just a note. Stop giving that paper so much power because that paper, like they say, oh, the money is the root of all evil. It can be if you allow it to be, but it can also be useless if you realize that it's only a piece of paper. And without me showing up to use it, then guess what? It's just a piece of paper. Okay? Get back to being having a peace of mind because your mind cannot be replaced. You might can go buy yourself another butt. You might go buy yourself some new lips. You might can inject your face. You might can give yourself a new waist. But what you can't do is give yourself a new brain. That cannot be bought. That cannot be replaced. They might can operate on it, but that don't mean it's gonna be the same when they're done. So if you can save the little piece of mind that you do have and work on that so that it can grow back into a bigger piece of mind. I hope that this helped. I hope I was of some service to somebody. I hope I brought a peace of mind to you and some clarity to you. Learn how to encourage yourself. We are living in some really, really hard times. I'm not saying that the struggle is not real because it is. But if you can, turn you on some inspirational music. Get on a love frequency. Do things that make you happy. Somebody needs to create them a vision board. I just got through doing mine the other day and it's gorgeous. I still gotta finish it. Some of y'all need to do a craft project, you know, color, dance, sing, cook, um, with the kids, without the kids, by yourself, go to the park, go for a walk, go skating, um, get on your bikes, just do things that make you happy. And the more you do things that make you happy, the more you will attract things that make you happy. It's called the law of the universe, the law of the land. And your mind, you got to get back into a Christ-like consciousness. And that does not mean you got to go and be a damn nun. That does not mean you got to try to be perfect. No, it's about getting back in your right mind, realizing that God is within you. You don't have to go nowhere outside of yourself to tap in with God. You don't need no middleman to tap in with God. You go sit in your prayer closet or sit in your altar or sit in your living room, wherever you want to worship. It doesn't matter. Turn you on some inspirational music. I just did a video the other day, a short the other day. Get ready. What's the song for your blessing? Um, because you basically have one on the way. And I play those songs until my soul gets satisfied. You get what I'm saying? That's what my granddaddy used to tell me before he passed. I said, well, granddad, I got this song in my spirit. And he said, baby, play it till your soul gets satisfied. And so whenever a song sit in my spirit, I play that song over and over until my spirit is satisfied. And so I played that song the other day, Get Ready for Your Blessing, because that's what my spirit needed, because I've been struggling and suffering so hard and so long, to the point that the only thing that I got left is my hope and my spirit. And the devil can't take that from me unless I give it to him. And I choose not to give it to him because I choose to live and not die. When we choose to worship the devil is when we are choosing to die. When we choose to serve God is when we're choosing to live. So I choose to live. I done been in hell enough. I done died too many times and rose again, just like Jesus. We all die every night and rise again every day. So I choose to raise up in heaven, not hell. So somebody needs to encourage yourself. Better days are coming if you believe. And if you believe they're not, if you believe things are going to get worse, then they will for you. But don't wish that mess upon nobody else. If you choose to live in fear, stay in fear by yourself. But don't come out here spreading that mess like a disease to nobody else. Stop posting all this scary ass content, scaring the world. Okay? I don't want to keep looking every time I scroll on TikTok. Everybody scared about some shit, and then you scaring me. I ain't got time for that, because then I'm gonna block you. Because guess what? It's one. All it takes is one black person, especially one black person. You know how one black person we be at a gathering, and it's all it takes for one fool to take off running. Now everybody running, and everybody running and don't know why they running. And do you realize how stupid we look? Stop following everybody. Just because they're an influencer does not mean they should get to influence you. Be mindful who you following, because some people will lead you dead in a ditch. You understand? And I don't know about you, but I ain't trying to go with no more ditches. I'm too busy digging myself out of them. I just had a dream last night. We were taking flight. It's like we were boarding this big plane. It was like an army plane or something, right? And I mean, I jumped, I was on the plane. I got on the plane, and I'm noticing a lot of people on the plane that didn't like me, or people that I had to cut loose from my life, but that still had nothing to do with me. But I'm on this plane and I'm lost. It's like being in the airport and I don't know which way to go. But then I'm like, God, I didn't pack. I didn't get my passport. I didn't do anything that I need to do, God. And I'm like, God, what I need? I'm like, let me run back. Mind you, it took me a lot. I went through like a maze to get to my seat. And for some apparent reason, some inside of me was like, you forgot this, you forgot that. So I jumped up. And I'm trying to figure out how to get off the plane, and I couldn't figure out how to get off the plane. So then I ran into one of my cousins who I had to cut off. And I'm like asking her how to get off the plane. And she didn't lead me nowhere, literally left me hanging. But honestly, this is what God is trying to show us: to stop trying to follow everybody. Stop asking everybody for direction, because some people going this way. Oh, you need to go that way. Go that way. Go that way. They telling you every which way but the right way, because they don't know. Be mindful of whom you're following. And at the end of the day, I almost missed the flight because I felt like I wasn't equipped to be on it. I felt like I didn't have everything that I needed. So I finally did find my way to get off the flight, to go and run back home and pack my luggage, I guess, or whatever it was that I went back to get. And I thought I was about to miss the flight. I thought, right? Starts in here. I thought I was about to miss the flight, but didn't realize that the flight was not going to take off until I was on it. Somebody needed to hear that. A lot of y'all are rushing, but God ain't rushing. It's you rushing you. And I realize that now, because I woke up and I was like, God, what in the world was that about? And that was God letting me know you were going to board regardless. You was already on board. But because you followed the masses and was scrambling around, because everybody on the plane was scrambling. Nobody was in their seat. And all God is waiting on us to do is get in our assigned seats so that the plane can actually take off. Okay? That's the message. I love y'all, and I appreciate the few that did watch. Y'all share this live if you ain't scared. Seven already said it for you. Welcome to the Kindred Tribe. Welcome home. But get in your seat and stop following every influencer that you see online. Realize that when people are misleading you and leading you in the wrong direction, all you got to do is go on there and unfollow them. You have the power to do that. You have the power to block people that is distracting you. You have the power to not tune in if you don't want to. You do. Get back in alignment. 3333. Threes represent alignment. Y'all look up these numbers. It's time to get back in alignment for your assignment, for you mess around and miss the flight. Okay? Get on there and sit down. Pack light. You don't need all that extra junk. Sometimes packing light means letting go of some of them garbage people. Sometimes packing light means letting go of the garbage stinking thinking. Sometimes packing light means lightening your heart. Does your heart weigh as light as a feather, or is it heavy? Because when you are riding on a plane, there is a weight capacity. Okay. So when you get on this flight, try not to take too much with you. Okay. One thing my sister told me a while back, she said, when you travel and you go out of town, she said, a lot of times we as women, we like to take so much luggage with us that we don't have room for new things when we coming back. And you wonder why your suitcase is busting at the seams. And then when you get to the new place, you trying to buy stuff and bring it back home, but you can't because you don't have any room for it. Leave some room in your suitcase for new things. Okay. Place that where you need to place that. But get out of fear. Get back in your hope and your belief and your knowing. All right. I love y'all. I'm finna get up off this thing. For my first time to being on live on YouTube. Y'all go follow me on my other platforms. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Facebook. I'm on TikTok as 711 SEVIIN, the number 11. Follow me on TikTok, baby, because baby, I be on there dancing. All right. Follow me on Facebook if you like, because I do a lot of inspirational messages over there, and I will start doing more inspirational messages over here on YouTube as well. But follow me on Facebook as Seven Kindred, SEVIIN. Kindred, like Kindred Spirit. Come be a part of my Kindred family. I love to have you. Okay. But I post a lot of inspirational things over there as well. You can follow me on Instagram, which I'm really not on Instagram as much. I'm trying to get on there, but Instagram is a whole nother world. Stay focused. But also you can follow me on my TikTok. That's love, because I'll be on TikTok. I have several different channels. So baby, stay focused and stay tuned if you want to stay lifted. And also I'm gonna need you to lift me too. All right. Don't come with that BS, because I will cuss you out. I ain't gonna lie now. I might be an angel, but I can be a devil too. I done been there. All right. Don't get it twisted. I'm balanced in my light and my dark. All right. And I suggest you get balanced too. Stay focused, stay handsome, stay strong, stay beautiful, and most of all, stay you. I love you. Peace and love.